So what's up, y'all? Y'all know we about to timestamp it. It is March 7th, 2026, approximately 7:44 a.m. on that eastern side. And y'all know we done flipped them posts, so it might be western. Then again, y'all know I don't know, but I know one damn thing. On that birth certificate or that certificate of live birth, however we want to use the terms, they put our names in all caps. So that means that they were standing on business when they named us. So I'm D'Amica. We finna open up some portals and stand on some business because it's time for hashtag Lost Souls Tarot cards. Our portals to truth here. And we're just going to open up a few portals and reveal some truths. All right, so let's see how we're gonna go with this. I think we're just gonna go with the vibe of it and see how what we're gonna pull out here. So of course we're gonna pull out some tarot here, and as you can see by the thumbnail, shout out to YouTube there. Unresolved themes and issues, they are a problem here, but should you be worried about unresolved things or issues? So we're trying to get the energy and feel what the current energy is today. It's all gloomy outside, cloudy, a little chilly, with that up and down weather. So make sure you're taking care of yourselves. Let's go ahead and get this candle lit. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the frequency. Welcome, welcome. Let's get the candle lit. All right, so hopefully if you are keeping yourself busy, it's with things that you like to do. It's things that's going to help you grow, right? We're manifesting growth, whether it's physical, spiritual, emotional, energetic. We're manifesting growth here, okay? So thank you, Spirit. We're just going to jump into some general tarot here, all right? So thank you for letting me be the bridge, letting me be the guide, letting me be the medium, the oracle, the golden enchantress, whatever we are to be called, right? I am that I am, but thank you for allowing me to be just that. All right, so let's get these messages on out, and thank you to the energies that are going to come on their truths, right? Because we do not accept any lies. So welcome to the frequency. Welcome to the channel. Let's get into the read. Go ahead and pull on the tarot here. All right, so let's go ahead and knock on the tarot deck and just a general read here, just a general tarot read here, and we'll see how the energy goes. Ashe. So should you be worried about unresolved themes here, okay? Let's see. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for that. I saw that. I saw those too. Thank you. I saw that as well. We'll start with what I see so far. Ooh, they were just flying out everywhere. So let's see. Are there any unresolved issues out there? Are there any unresolved things out there? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the frequency. So the first one that popped on out there was the Nine of Wands that's coming reversed. Can y'all see that in there? So the Nine of Wands is talking about exhaustion, giving up, being overwhelmed, persistent anxieties here, worn down by constant challenges, inability to maintain boundaries here. So it sounds like this energy or these type of energies here is definitely dealing with unresolved things they may need to face here, but we're going to pull back into it. And now we got the Six of Cups that's coming reversed here. So that's talking about, for some energies, you're viewing the past through a rose-colored glass here. You need to grow up for some. Some are moving forward, okay? You're leaving the past behind, and you're looking towards independence. And for some, you're stuck in the past here, okay? The Page of Wands is coming out next. Okay, so the Page of Wands is talking about excitement and adventure here, right? Fresh inspiration. For some, there's enthusiasm, new ideas, right? The Page, the beginning of exciting ventures here. Very encouraging, explorative energy here, okay? Good news is here or on the way. Discovery and curiosity. Very optimistic here, okay? Grand Rising, y'all know I read comments at the end. And the King of Cups is coming out next here. So this is falling under those that felt like they were worn down by the constant challenges and the persistent anxieties. You have an energy here that's now at emotional mastery, and maybe those that were worn down by those anxieties have some type of, how do I say this? Well, yeah, unresolved shit that they need to get resolved here, okay? And they're trying to come up against someone or an entity that is of wisdom, right? And they're actually trying to compare themselves to that. And this entity here, whether it's a woman or a man, they're very compassionate, right? Diplomatic. It's just energy, it's not gender. So they're embodying stability and emotional matters here. And y'all know I'm gonna flip the camera so that way you can have your own point of view as well. So the magician reverse is coming out here, right? So for those that are moving forward, you're leaving the past behind, you got this very strong, powerful energy that's being very manipulative here, and it's using their skill for themselves here, okay? They're not fully utilizing their potential, but they're harvesting your energy, and it's your potential that you see coming up out of them, okay? So very untapped talents here, okay? And then we got the Seven of Swords coming out reversed, and right, you have this fresh inspiration, right? Beginning of an exciting venture here, but then deception is discovered, right? Getting caught, change of tactics is here. Something's trying to use the more honest approach, and salute to you. You're admitting to the wrongdoing. Salute to you. So the Ten of Wands is coming reversed here, and it's falling under that entity that has that emotional mastery here, right? The ones that embody that stability in the emotional matter here, you may have been feeling overwhelmed, and you may have felt like you wanted to grand rising. You may have felt like you wanted to give up, okay? You may have felt exhausted here, okay? Maybe there were persistent anxieties here, and it was unresolved things there, but what? Okay, but you overcame that emotional mastery, right? Wisdom, right? You embodied it as well. I love it. So now the Ten of Wands is coming reverse. Salute to you. You're learning to delegate, right? You're releasing the unnecessary burdens that weren't even yours at times, right? You've lifted that weight up off of you. Damn, welcome. So we're still in the first cycle of the Mercury retrograde. Damn, we're still in the first cycle. It ends March 20th. So shit, excuse me. I'm gonna be stuttering and shit, glitching out and shit, just like you. So that was 7 portals. We need 6 more. Look at the flip on that. That's how we gonna do that. 7, 6, bitch. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. So, what's that? Come here. Bring that ass here. And that fell on top of the emotional mastery. This is a Knight of Cups coming reversed here. It flew on top of the releasing and letting go here. So allow your emotions. Some of you are gonna, and it's falling under this magician reverse energy here. So because of the untapped talents there, what are you? Come here. Because of the untapped talents, the poor planning, whoever's not utilizing their potential, right? Because the energies that's trying to move forward and leave them behind, now they're trying to be very manipulative here, okay? And they're allowing their emotions to control their life. Overly jealous, moody, and emotional here. And because you're releasing that unnecessary burden, this is the energy that magician reverse is pushing out here, okay? Situation, it seems appealing at first, but quickly turns south there, okay? Passive aggressive partner. They're trying to avoid confrontations and shit. So that's basically the unresolved things that's coming back into view, and it's facing them, and they're still trying to do like energy harvest, destiny swap, and trying to push it off on especially the general collective, because this is a general collective reading here, and it's like it's not working. We ain't even pull out none about, oh, here come our major, the death. See, they major was the magician reverse, and the death, and I'm gonna flip the camera so you guys can see from your own point of view here, okay? So because that deception is discovered and you admitted to the wrongdoing here, you're using a more honest approach. You got this magician trapped here, right? So this death is a different death card. It varies across cultures and beliefs, but it can mean separation here. It can mean a doorway to liberation, right? Bloodlines are also decimated with this death card here, okay? And it's the end of cycles for this magician reverse energy because it's going straight diagonal here. And that's why they feel overwhelmed, exhausted. It's persistent anxieties here, and they're worn down here, okay? And it does not grant eternal life. It does not reincarnate. They try to use that reincarnation cycle over and over. Look at the movie Soul, Disney movie. Look at that movie Soul to get a better understanding as to what I mean by that reincarnation cycle, and then taking souls and putting it in different bodies, machines, whatever it has been, okay? It has been. It's a was, okay? So now it's time for transformation, and for some continuation, but for some, like I said, it's the end of the cycle, so they won't be able to continue on here. So the Tower is coming reversed, right? The Tower is coming reversed for the 369. This is the 10th portal here. So what that is saying is there's a fear of change, right? Something's trying to avoid disaster here and delaying the inevitable here, trying to avoid painful truths. But it's time to release that unnecessary burden here. And it's falling in the same column as that the entity that has the emotional mastery, the wisdom, the compassion here. So it's like the resistance to necessary destruction is happening regardless. You dig what I'm saying? So the weight was lifted off of you, but now you're trying to avoid the painful truths that come with that weight being lifted. It's like when divine and spirit lifts something off of you just so they can show you. They lift the veil so that they're able to show you the truth here. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of us oracles, tarot readers, mediums, whatever you call us, psychics, whatever it is, right? That's what we do. You understand? And then we end up being blamed for it. But bruh, if you feeling froggy, fucking leap, motherfucker. That's all I gotta say. Come my motherfucking way. So you got 6 of Wands coming reversed here. So what that is saying, yeah, inflated pride, egotism, a fall from grace is here, okay? So you're not receiving the acknowledgement you deserve because you allowed your emotions to take control over your life there, right? You was overly jealous, whomever you are, right? Take the energy where it goes. Take it where it resonates, lead the rest type situation here. But there's a lack of resignation and recognition because you didn't put out shit. And karma is here. And karma could be righteous, or it could be divine, or it could be what you put in as evil. Okay, so it is what it is. It's what you put into the plane here. Universe, whatever you want to call it. Galaxy. So the 2 of Cups is coming reversed here. Right. So, shit. So remember that excitement, adventure, optimism, and energy that was good news was there? And then remember that deception came and it was discovered. Somebody confessed, a few confessed. Would you say a few confessed here? And they admitted to the wrongdoing here, and it caused death. It caused literal, it could be in a 3D death, but in that spiritual is way worse here because you've been cut off here. Right, especially from your bloodline, even your bloodlines are stepping up here. What I'm hearing is that your bloodlines are even stepping up here. Very disappointed in some energies here, and it caused an imbalance because with that 2 of Cups coming reverse, it definitely caused an imbalance and a disconnect and a discord there. So past problems are coming into play, which is what the whole damn read is about here, bringing unresolved themes back into view here, being that we're still in the first cycle of Mercury retrograde here. So that was a big question that I wanted to ask just the general collective while I was asking myself that, like, I know that I'm tapping into if there are any unresolved things, and I got a little that I got to tap into as far as on the 3D realm and things like that. But as far as people and spirit and things like that, I'm like, I need to tap into self a little bit more. I got a couple goals out there, but these unresolved things is going back into timelines, you know what I'm saying? So, and because we had multi-universes that are currently collapsing here, it's like, yeah, past problems are coming into play and it's multiplied now. So it's like karma on top of karma on top of karma. Negative energy of 2 forces are present. They are repelling against one another. So tension and conflict with like colleagues, with friends, with family, with community, things like that is happening with these energies here. All right, so let's get our 13th portal out here, and then we'll just pull on astrology and see what we can get from astrology. And I'm not going to do each individual sign. Whatever sign comes out, you know, astrology is based around the cosmos there. Okay, so how they based it around what they saw in the cosmos there is what I really want to say here. So I got galaxies, constellations, I got calendars, times, all that good stuff in astrology. So let's get the 13th portal coming out here. Because one thing we're going to do is we're going to grow, but we're going to learn together. Shit, fuck that. We're all in this together. Once we know who we are, we're all stars, and we see that. Come on now. 3 of Pentacles. Wow, cats everywhere. I mean, 5 of Pentacles, excuse me. 5 of Pentacles is coming out here. So this is final card 13th portal, final message. And remember, in the beginning, because you was exhausted, worn down for most energies, and this is one story within itself, take what resonate into your own life and leave the rest. You did what I'm saying. But within this whole storyline here, it's like, because of this magician reverse that's in the middle, whatever this energy is, you're exhausted, you're giving up, you're overwhelmed. It's persistent anxieties. They have the inability to maintain their boundaries, right? Very manipulative. It was poor planning. They was using their skills for themselves, but they was draining the energy of you for their skills here, okay? Which caused death here to them and their powers here, okay? Or 3D form, however divine spirit wants this to go, okay? They allow their emotions to control their life. And the situations that they offered, it seemed appealing at first, but it quickly turned south, and folk are starting to see that. Okay, whether it's with investments, business, partnerships, romance, whatever it is, it's starting to be brought to light here, especially during this Mercury retrograde, where it's definitely highlighting a lot of delays here, a lot of details, and it also says it's going to reveal what was rushed, unclear, or incomplete. It's going to show you what needs adjustment here. Okay, so yeah, Five of Pentacles is coming here. Hardship, poverty, insecurity, financial struggle, materialism, illusions. You're feeling excluded, okay? Weathering difficult material circumstances. And bam, that's how 13 portals. Let me go ahead and flip the camera so y'all can go ahead and see for yourself. You dig? And y'all already know I love y'all. And y'all know I'm going to read them comments at the end, because Divine and Spirit definitely likes to see how we interact and what y'all be saying out there and how y'all vibing with the channel. You dig what I'm saying? So here's our 13th portal. I put the good old 13th right here. You dig what I'm saying? But I'm going to pick her on up here. So this is our ending card here. In the beginning, as you can see, this is what we have. Column 1. Column 2 and column 3 here, okay? So when I read and when we broaden the message, I'm gonna be like, we about to go with column 1, we about to go with column 2, we about to go with column 3, and the final messages we'll pull from the oracle deck for the Five of Pentacles, which is the hardship, the poverty, the insecurity, the financial struggles, and all that good stuff like that, okay? So yeah, here's column 1. So you can get a better point of view, and you can see it from your own perspective, right? In your world here. Yeah, y'all, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the frequency. We're just going over the 13 portals that we already pulled out. And now we're about to broaden the message. So yeah, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the frequency. And here's the 13th. All right, so now let's broaden the message. Give me a second. Let me make sure it's up there, right? Because you know how sometimes when they don't like the message, they come on here and knock my camera on over and shit. And yeah, my titties hanging low today because I ain't got no bra on, but oh well. It is what it is. That's what we do. So let's see. We're going to pull open the astrology deck here. And we're just going to put the 12 zodiac signs to the side there. And we're just going to pull on some general astrology just to see what's coming out for column 1 here, okay? So column 1, remember, we're talking about that exhausted energies, right? They worn down by the constant challenges. And then you had some that's at emotional mastery, wisdom. They're learning how to delegate, release that unnecessary burden. But then the Tower come in reverse because there's either a fear of change, or some are avoiding disaster. They're delaying the inevitable. Some are resisting the necessary destruction, and some are trying to avoid painful truths here. So column 1, bring that ass here. And it's coming from this deck here. All right, let's see what's going on. We need at least 4 more. Oh, okay, what's that? All right, so here's column 1 here. Oh, I got 5, I think. So the first one is night. Okay, night is coming out first. So maybe something happened at nighttime here, dusk. sunset. It was associated with letting go, releasing, and banishment of negative energy and mental blocks to prepare to astral travel here. So something happened that night where maybe they was able to do some type of dream magic here. And again, even though I'm going column by column, this is also one story within itself here. I'm also looking at rising morning. Something about rising morning, the dawn here, sunrise. Yeah. So yes, a powerful time for initiating a new beginning, health and relationships. I'm also looking at 3 to 3:30 a.m., 3 to 5 a.m., 3 to 6 a.m. And those are what you would call your witching hours here. Okay. Very powerful times to really get up and what they would consider to do, manipulate energy here and do all they little dumbass witchcraft and dumbass shit they be doing here. It represents light, truth, and fresh divine energy. And what they're starting to realize is it's a good morning for them now. So that's why I gladly say it now. I used to didn't want to say it. I'm like, what the fuck you mean good morning? I ain't dead, bitch. I ain't gonna die. Fuck you mean. Ain't no sadness over here. But now I'm like, oh, I get it because the tables is flipped. Good fucking morning to you too. And if you accept it that way, then hey. So Saturn is here. Saturn is in the energy, and that's talking about, this Saturn is talking about structure, discipline, responsibility, lessons here, because you know there's a flip and a flop to everything here. So with this energy, this Saturnian energy here is talking about structure, discipline, responsibility, and lessons here. So for some, they was using that time for structure, discipline, responsibility, and lessons. But what lessons was they trying to implement here? And that's why they worn down by the constant challenges. And who were they trying to get these lessons from here? What energies were they trying to get these lessons from? If you got witching hours, and I just told you what kind of shit they like to do during the witching hours, well, what energy are they pulling on here? You dig what I'm saying? I'm just saying. It be dumb shit like that folks, oh, we got midnight coming the fuck out here. Look at this shit. These, I tried to remain, I'm still going to remain calm, divine and spirit. Yes, I am. So you got midnight that's coming out. A very prophetic hour here. That's why they always like to keep us up in their fucking clubs and shit during these times, okay? 12 a.m. The most potent time for spiritual activities here. It's a thin veil between physical and spiritual realms. So some is wrestling with prayer. It's a key time for intense prayer, but you got some that's wrestling with prayer because they're not willing to face their own shadows here. You dig what I'm saying, y'all? Okay, so you're able to receive divine downloads during that time, right? Some wrestling with spiritual challenges for some here. And we in the first cycle of Mercury retrograde. So I don't know about y'all, but I've been having some vivid dreams. Some having vivid nightmares. Not me nightmares, but some are. Because it's a message with it. I'm going to do a dream read. Damn. I'm going to do a dream read later. So the nodes of the moon. The nodes of the moon here. All right. So you got Vedic tradition. Rahu, Ketu. Okay. Lunar nodes. A powerful karmic axis. Soul's journey between past, which is your south, habits, and future evolution, which is your north here, your north nodes here, okay? You got a dragon's head and tail, so it's time to leave the comfort zone here. Karma, okay? What is karma? Karma is not always bad or evil. It can be very divine, you know what I'm saying? Move backwards. It can, okay, so the nodes of the moon, it moves backwards every 18 months, right? So it's called a nodal returns, okay? It represents karmic desires and spiritual lessons. I'm gonna hold it up again. Screenshot that shit, y'all, if you want to. If you want to, okay, beloveds? And y'all know I be reading them comments at the end. I'm not ignoring y'all loves. I just read them at the end, and then I'll gladly answer your questions. Or if you have any comments, y'all know how they used to like to come on here and roast me. They little flying monkeys. And even them with their own opinions that may have seemed harsh, but some of them joints was actually funny. I ain't gonna lie, I'm goofy anyway, so I'll be like, what the fuck? Okay. But okay. All right, so that was column 1. We're going to move on to column 2 here. And remember, for some energies, you was moving forward, leaving the past behind, It created this independence, right? But for some, you were stuck in the past. You need to grow up. And for some, you're viewing the past through a rose-colored glass here, okay? So you're using your skill. The magician reverse came in between that shit and was very manipulative. It's poor planning, untapped talents. They're not, for some, you're not fully utilizing your own potential here, right? Put down the goddamn wine, Harry Potter. Okay, Harry Potter, put down the wine. Okay, so you allowed your emotions to control your life, and you've become overly jealous, moody, and emotional. You got the incapacity to take action. You jump into conclusions. You're making judgments without any facts. And you're avoiding confrontation, whether it's financials, whether it's at work, whether it's with family, and shit like that. And you're really passive and aggressive, too. So whatever situation you're in, it seems appealing at first, but it quickly turns south due to your inflated pride. Come on, Spirit. Now it's at a fall from grace. Yeah, a lack of resignation and recognition. You're not receiving the acknowledgement you desire or deserve. I said desire, I say deserve, but yeah, you had a strong desire here. So that's also the 7 deadly sins. Strong here: pride, anger, envy, lust. No goddamn self-control, no diligence here, okay? And you was very greedy here. And you accepted dirty offers here. For this column 2 here, these energies within this column 2 for some. All right, so thank you, Divine, thank you, Spirit. What are we going to get from the astrology here? Ashe. And then we're going to move on to column 3, and then we're going to get the final message from the goddamn 13th portal there. The hardship, the poverty, and everything like that. Thank you, Divine, thank you, Spirit. And y'all know at the end, after I read the comments, I need at least 4. Come on. Oh, I'm stuck. I need at least 4. I just want 4. After I read the comments, we're going to pray. And I'll take these 4. Thank you. And cut the cords to the energies here. Cut the cords to the energies here. All right. So for the first one here, I think I got 5 here. So for the first one, it says you no longer control the planes. Okay. Whatever this magician reverse energy is, you know how they be these big hit ass scientists and they believe in, I ain't no disrespect to Scientologies and all that shit, whatever they call it, right? But you got these big hit ass scientists and you got these goddamn engineers and shit that like to manipulate shit. Okay, so you no longer are able to control the planes and the planet. Well, they're no longer planets, right? They encapsulated these planes into nets and we are gradually breaking free out them bitch, okay? So now we're talking about moon cycles here, and here comes the balsamic moon here, okay? So you move it with the balsamic moon energy is offering you to move on. Look forward to the new here, okay? Something about the summer solstice here. Let's see, and maybe they was trying to do a lot of this manipulative energy around the summer solstice, June 22nd, around that time here. That was the peak of solar energy and abundance. So triumph of light over darkness, or they know that during the summer solstice is when you're going to hit your not fullest potentials, but you're going to be tapped into new potential, a different frequency here, and you're going to be attracting a lot of what you wanted, a lot of what you manifested there, because you deserve it. It's a celebration of life here. Yeah, triumph of light over darkness. Yeah, inner reflection, balance, harmony. You connected to nature. Yeah, shout out to you. Salute. Yeah, they trying to harvest your, they tried to harvest. I mean, even gonna say trying. That shit ain't working. They tried and they're failing drastically right now. Y'all keep your energy and your frequency high, y'all. Believe in you. So the 2 p.m. is coming out here, right? So we got the summer solstice. We got 2 p.m. coming out. And 2 p.m. is relating to the conscious mind here. Focus, intellect, and also peak energy. And you got peak of solar energy of abundance. So they like to use the peak of times to fuck with your mind and your energy here, okay? It is considered, like it just did my damn throat. Hey, you a bitch and your mama. Where the fuck you go? Excuse me. Bitch. So it is considered a time to utilize the sun's full power for success here, okay? And then you got Pluto and Mars coming out. So we got Scorpios as well. Pluto and Mars is saying that we rule over the Scorpios here. So thank you for that. Maybe that magician reverse is in the Scorpio energy, was in a Mars energy. I don't know. but you no longer have control. All right, so column number 2. Column number 3, right? For some, it's explaining how you are on this exciting and adventurous journey. Again, you're very optimistic in your energy. You're discovering, you're curious. There's good news, right? It's a fresh inspiration, new ideas, beginning of exciting ventures, right? And then, boom, deception is discovered, right? Motherfuckers start telling. They was like, fuck that shit. I don't want this work from divine spirit, or even myself, right? Because that's hard when you go up against yourself. That shit right there. What the fuck? So yeah. So deception is discovered. A lot of motherfuckers getting caught. They trying to change the goddamn tactics, but they can't. It's time to use the more honest approach, and a lot of you did. You admitted to the wrongdoing here, which caused death here. Okay, and for you, for you that admitted to the wrongdoing, that was your separation and your doorway to liberation, right? And to those that didn't want to admit to the wrongdoing, it's like their bloodlines was being decimated, and even their bloodline, the energy of their bloodlines was like, oh fuck no, pushing them out, okay? An end of cycles. It did not grant eternal life for them, so they're stuck within these cycles here. You dig what I'm saying? Like a hamster in a wheel type situation here. And they're turning into NPCs. If they weren't already NPCs, if they had a soul, they definitely gave up their soul. So now they're turning into NPCs as well here. All right, Grand Rising, everybody. Grand Rising. Y'all know I read them comments at the end there. What's up, y'all? If you're new to the channel, I read all the comments at the end. I don't be ignoring y'all. And I would wait to subscribe just to see if you feel the energy and it's something you wanna vibe with here. Because I reveal a lot of truths. And I'm trying to bring it down a little bit because we can open up some portals here. But I can tell that, and what I'm learning as a true energy worker, a lot of information that I put out, I gotta let it simmer and let it do its thing out there. I can't, some real heavy information, I just gotta hold up, wait a minute. It's a child, but I gotta hold the fuck up. You know, divine spirit be like, wait a minute, nigga, your motherfucking ADHD is doing too goddamn much. Let us handle some shit here. You dig what I'm saying? You can't cook up too much shit. Right? That's being that's no self-control. So I'm keeping it on a basic level here with just basic tarot right now. And right now I got my astrology deck out. We just pulling on astrology for y'all that just came on in. And we're working on column 3 here. And so now they're left imbalanced and disconnected. The past problems is coming into play. And talking about imbalance and disconnected, when I got chopped in the neck by that energy, I really felt, because it's saying the negative energy of two forces are present. They are repelling against one another. Okay, so tension and conflict, like with colleagues, with family, with friends, with community, and one party has resentment, like a codependency here. All right, so let's tap into this astrology portion, and then we're going to get we're at 32:31 on the timer, so we're doing pretty well with the time here. Then we're going to pull on the 5 of Pentacles for the final message for astrology version of this shit. All right, thank you, divine, thank you, spirit. I say, always remember, always remember to do what the fuck you love to do. And if you make a mistake, I don't give a damn, make it again. That way you learn from it, and you learn even more, and embrace that goddamn mistake. Now, if your mistake had something to do with a goddamn dirty offer, don't do that shit again. Especially if you are saved from it. I'm telling you, don't get involved in it again. It's already dirty offers out here that we don't even know we part of. You dig what I'm saying? So don't do it, y'all. Especially if you know it's a dirty offer. Don't do it. Fight. I got 1. We need at least 4. What's this? That's 2. Give me 2 more. At least 4. Ooh, what's you? Thank you. I appreciate that, divine spirit. So, okay. Damn, Aries. Your ass came out twice here. So we got 2 Aries coming out. Aries, your spirit animal is a red hawk here. Okay, so Aries, March 21st through April 19th, I think, or I might be a day off or something like that. I rule over Aries. So you got Mars coming back out here again. You got Mars coming out here again. You got Sagittarius coming out. Adventure, optimism, communication, November 22nd through December 21st. And it could be somebody that's affected or somebody that got affected here. I got Leo. I'm a July one arrow. The fuck Leo coming out. Sturgeon here. And on here it says July 22nd through August 21st. But this is a different cycle here. Yeah, cause I'm July 23rd. I start the goddamn shit for the Leos here. A Gregorian calendar. All right, so yeah, we got Sag, Leo, Aries came out twice here. We got Mars. What's that here? Red Hawk, Sturgeon. And these could very well be affected by the dirty officer, or could be doing, you know what I'm saying? Bloodlines could be pushing their ass out. Or where it says deception is discovered, it could be deception was discovered, revolved around these signs here. You know, confession, or the other way around. Take it how it resonates. You dig what I'm saying? All right, so now we got the Five of Pentacles coming out here. All right, that's the hardship, right? This is the final message with the astrology deck. The poverty, the hardship, the financial struggle. So overall, let's see what the astrology is going to say for this read here. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Right? Materialism, illusions, weathering difficult material circumstances, feeling excluded. Let's see here. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see what you're going to say here. We need at least 4. Oh, what's here? Oh, oh. All right. So, got a little few here. All right, y'all. So the first one coming out is from Mercury. And Mercury is saying, I rule over Geminis and Virgos. So we got Gemini, Virgo coming out here. Gemini, Virgo coming on out. Shout out to Mercury. The North Node here is coming out here. Speaking of the nodes, I know that's right. Overall, General Collective, Divine General Collective, you and your North Node. The Dragon's Head, right? You represent your future. Destiny and growth. Path of new development. Your karmic mission is you, and you know that shit. I love it. You're focused on the development and life. You're very courageous and independent. You can be uncomfortable. You realize that this can be uncomfortable for growth here. So you have new perspectives on everything. You push beyond comfort zones here, and you crave for new experiences. You're not dealing with the hardship, the poverty, the insecurities, and you're not in the elusive world of illusions here. That's what that is. Oh, I love that. Aries came out again. Aries. Fire sign, fellow fire signs. New beginnings is here. Bravery, leadership. Take risks. Step out your comfort zone here. March 21st through April 19th. Could be relevant here. We almost in the Aries season. It's coming up when the first cycle of Mercury retrograde will be over there, okay? So Milky Way done came the fuck out. I know that's right. Final message. Milky Way is saying, I am, you are the celestial path and bridge, connecting different realms, particularly between the living and the dead. Purity, spiritual journeys, very divine. I love that. Look at that shit here. Look at you, collective, divine collective. Look at you. Look at you. Look at us. We got each star has its own unique constellation. You are a star that inhabits your own unique constellation here. Don't ever forget that. Right? They can't read you no more. NASA is full of shit. Okay, so they never could read who you are. You are the stars. You are the planes. You are the galaxies. You are the constellations. They can't read you no more. So they don't know what the fuck going on. You got last year, I think it was August 9th, August 11th, August 12th through the 13th. That was the full moon. Sturgeon moon was here, okay? End of Mercury retrograde was August 11th last year for one cycle. And then August 12th through August 13th is when we had the Perseids meteor showers. So don't forget about that as well. A lot happened that's pushing us into the solar, they call it solar storms, but the solar activity that's happening right now, y'all. Tap into it. Tap into solar activity that's happening right now, y'all. So Earth came out. Earth is coming out with a final message, and we got your Earth signs here, okay? Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Capricorn coming out. So remember to be grounded, stay loyal. Remember, you bring us down to earth here. Some can be very materialistic, and it's associated with solidity and stability. It's time to be realistic, not materialistic. Mars is coming out. Mars came out heavy too. Mars, Aries, and you know, Mars, Aries, Virgos. Who else? God damn. Leo, Aurora. Mars, action. Mars is reminding you and saying, take action, be assertive. You're very motivating, okay? So you have that motivation. You have that drive to manifest spiritual aspirations. That's what Mars is telling you. Representing. That's what you represent. The spirit of the West is coming out here. And that's saying endings and transformation. For some, you went in for introspection and healing. You knew there was a need for balance and harmony, and you knew there was a need for emotional healing. And this could have happened during the autumn. Spirit of the West. And then something about 4 p.m. is coming out here. Something about 4 p.m. My life path number 4, according to what they say on my birth certificate, shit. It relates to consciousness, focus, intellect. That's another peak energy. You utilize the sun's full power during that time, okay? Success and healing. And that's when the sun is about to set there. So yeah, that's when you can really maximize your time in. Okay, where we at? 40:35 here. All right, so let's go ahead and read over these comments. Yeah, let's read over the comments. Then later on, in another message, God damn, I forgot what I said we was going to do later. Ooh. Well, either way, we just going, it'll go whichever way it go there. Music. We're going to pull on music later and see what's out there with the music and the rhythm there. And whichever way it goes, we go, okay? But let's go ahead and read over the comments here. Let's get today's prayer out. Well, shit. Hold on. Because remember, you had that goddamn magician reversed out here. I want to be a little bit nosy. Y'all got me fact that. And y'all know that motherfucker was getting buzzed here. So let me just get a couple of messages out about that goddamn magician reverse, divine spirit. I shed. What's going on with that? What kind of energy are they in now? What kind of messages can we decode? Oh, my lion just fell over. I just kicked my damn lion over. Come here, All right, let's see. Oh, what's that? We need at least 4. A pile fell out. We'll take it. All right, so we got call anyone you want and ask them which player they think should drink. If they don't answer, you have to drink. So maybe they're trying to call somebody, like maybe they try to call somebody, that motherfucker ain't answering no more. They like, man, I'm not dealing with this no more. They got you on block. They done blocked you. Call anyone you want. It says call anyone you want. They calling a bunch of motherfuckers that ain't answering the phone, got them blocked. They ain't answering their messages. Drink if it's before midnight. When the clock strikes 12, take another sip. Cinderella. So again, let me see here. Let me pull this time back out here. Column 2 didn't say nothing about midnight. That was column 1 here. Yeah, column 1 here had midnight. If you're sick, do not drink. Do not pass go. Go the fuck home. It don't say the fuck, but it say go home. If you're sick, somebody's sick. Somebody's sick still trying to come back around and shit. When the clock strikes 12. You got to understand what that word 12 means to them. Okay? Take another sip, Cinderella. Somebody trying to use that goddamn magic and they ran out of time there. Now they sick. And that whole goddamn coven, cult, whatever they call it, they telling their ass, take your ass and sick ass home. Get the fuck out of here. They ain't answering the phone. They ain't answering the call. That magician reverse, that one that was very manipulative there, that allowed their emotions to control them, that's overly jealous. Yeah. Drink if you would go to space and given the opportunity and then explain why or why not. Yeah. These motherfuckers going in the deep ocean calling it goddamn space. They going to the ocean that's under the ocean, which is really space. But they got these motherfuckers looking up thinking space the fuck up there. No, it ain't. Yeah, drink if you would go to space if given the opportunity. These motherfuckers trying to do all this shit because they trying to go to the other realms. if given the opportunity, and then explain why or why not. Because you're not allowed to operate with those energies. That's your fucking problem. Show us your most recent notes app or drink. Yeah, they on apps and shit. Yeah, everything's in their phone. Everything's in their phone. Everything. Even if they think they done backed up some shit, deleted some shit, you are out your fucking mind. If you ever think you deleted any fucking thing, book smarts ain't gonna connect these goddamn dots, nigga. Fuck no. You never deleted nothing. It's always somewhere that's somewhere that's somewhere. Come on now. Drink it. And we the super intelligent beings. So y'all was working with that artificial intelligence shit and y'all really thought y'all was deleting shit in the clouds or whatever they call it. That shit never disappears. Now fuck everything is everything. Drink if you've been on a trip in the past month. Catch flights, not feelings. Right? So motherfuckers, yeah, in the last month somebody been on a plane. Yeah, they have. What you say? Come here. What you say? Come here, bring that ass here. That motherfucker went too fast. Catch flights, not feelings, right? That's what we got from Buzz, though, for that magician reverse energy. All right, y'all, let's get a prayer on out here so I can let y'all go till later on. I'm looking at 9-9. That's beautiful. And that equal 18. That's another 9. I'm talking about it was 9 people in here and 9 people that like. I'm looking at 45:39 on the timer. So y'all know we be getting it in when we get it in, but you also got to remember that we're moving time faster here. So especially when you're using certain energies and you're doing certain things, time gonna go a little bit faster here. So let's get today's prayer on out here. We're gonna take what's in one in the middle. I'm going to tell you the scripture because you know I like to decode and add my own words and shit like that. Add my little Laurie seasoning to it. This is coming from Matthew chapter 6, verse 14. If you forgive other people when they sin against you, divine spirit will always also forgive you. Will always forgive you. So if you forgive other people when they sinned against you, like meaning you don't retaliate, right? You just forgive them, and you have to surrender that vengeance feeling over to divine spirit, right? You have to surrender that shit. When you do that, right? That's truly forgiving other people. You ain't got to go around them. You ain't got to forget neither. But you ain't got to go around them. But when you surrender that shit of that feeling of vengeance, like I want to get back, I want to get this, no, give that to divine spirit. And you will always be forgiven. Give it to them. Like, that's the easiest shit we can do. And it's so hard, right? Give it up. Give it up. If you can't control shit, if it's out of your fucking control, the rule is give it to divine and spirit, whatever you call it. But don't give it to these goddamn deities and all them out there. Because that's when you begging for something outside of yourself. And they know it. And they're going to play on you every time. They're going to give you what you want for that temporary time. And you owe them. And speaking of time, a lot of them owe Chronos, which is their father of time. Not your father. You timeless. You created Chronos for this reason. You dig what I'm saying? All right. So welcome to the frequency. Welcome to the channel. All right. Let me go ahead and flip this camera. So I did that one myself. They ain't even have to knock that one over. I did that one. And Karma fell over on goddamn the magician reverse when that fell over. And first it fell on the feather, then it flipped on the magician reverse. Next time I'm going to keep shit the way it is when it happens so that way I could definitely show y'all what I see. You know, everything is a code. Everything is a message. Everything. Everything. But don't be out there going fucking crazy. Don't let it get to you like it can. You dig what I'm saying? Whenever something becomes too much, be like, divine spirit, that's too much. That's too much for me to handle. Even that information. I don't know everything. I don't want to know everything, right? So, yeah, let's go ahead and pray. All right, y'all know I love y'all. While I read these comments, y'all gonna look over everything that we pulled out together, because this is a general collective reading here, okay? So this is the oh, wait, get your ass over here. You was part of that, too. Let me make sure I ain't got nothing left out here. So, yeah, y'all take a look at that over that. Let me read over these comments here. I'm looking at Anthony Quinteros. Said hi. Amina, what did I say? Kiwi Wilson, hi. Michelle Williams, sis, do you have Caribbean roots? Michelle, I don't know, baby. I don't know. I know I landed in Philadelphia, right? But I know my mom, who I know to be my mom, right? I know her father was from somewhere over the islands there, okay? So I know for sure I got some type of Caribbean roots in me. And I don't know, I know I'm different. So JC 94 October 8th said, "You knock on the door. May Elegua open the path." I know that's right. I don't know who that is. I'm going to look that up. But hey, I rock with all energies. I don't shun none of them away. We was taught to rebuke them. Some of them energies, no, they're not yours. A lot of them shadows, no, they're not yours, but they were sent your way and they have to be heard. You dig what I'm saying? So that's why I work with a lot of energies. I don't shun none of them away. I just be like, yo, what's your story? We smoke some weed and yeah. So I got Brandon or Bandon 88 said, "Can curse," or whatever that say. My phone cracked too. And then Bandon 88 said, "Elohim." Okay. All right. So much love to y'all for commenting. I appreciate that. Don't forget, we passed 500 subscribers, 1,000. Here we come. And if you don't want to subscribe, please don't. If you need to unsubscribe, please do. Cause I know I be getting a little wild with it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it is what it is. Divine Spirit say when it's a message, you give it, and when we say hold back, you hold back. All I'm doing is observing, right? Excuse me, observing and reporting as I'm told to do. Confirmation, because a lot of our entities have recently taken human form. Okay, so it's no more worries. But while they're doing that, they need a guide. They need guides. We've been lied to over and over and over again. But what is a lie? A lie is the truth. You dig what I'm saying? It's just their truths coming to life. All right. So let us pray. Deep breath in. Hold it. Release. We rebuke all spells, all rituals, and all castings that are not of the highest frequencies of source love consciousness that may have been projected our way on all timelines and planes and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. Anything and everything that we are connected to spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and ethereally, they are all protected. All is transmuted into whatever the fuck was sent to us, and then it's sent back to its source because we are already sovereign and because we are already free. Any agreements and contracts that we may have agreed to while we was being on lower paradigms of existence of consciousness, they are all cut, they are all ended on all timelines and planes and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. I am sovereign. Collective, you are sovereign. Collective, together, we are sovereign. Just know that it is done because we've already won. It is done because we've already won. It is done because we've already won. And so it is. All right, y'all. So, make sure y'all say that prayer or your prayer at least 3 times in repetitions of 3 times. 3, 6, or 9. All right. It's a repetition. It's a repetition thing, right? Break the code, right? Break it. So whatever prayer you do, make sure you repeat that motherfucker 3 times, all right? And stay positive in the most negative way. You ain't always gotta be smiling and shit like I do, but I learned how to smile even within the pain, and that's how I release my pain now. Cause I don't frown too much, and now look at my motherfucking eyes and shit. All that frowning and shit, it don't do nothing. Look at that shit. It's just used to be so let that shit go. Let it go. Let it flow. But just know that I love y'all. You dig what I'm saying? If nobody told y'all today, of course I'm gonna tell y'all at least once a day. But in the frequency, y'all should feel it. It ain't nothing but love. Agape love, bruh. Let that shit go, sis. Let it go. Niggas, we rise. I love y'all. Keep the peace in. Don't let the peace out. Much peace, much light, much love. But especially that motherfucking darkness. Because dark matters. Look at this shit. What's that? That been coming on my forehead too. Yeah, but yeah, I love y'all, okay? What's the song I can sing y'all real quick? Hmm. I don't know. Love. There's so many things I gotta tell you. but I'm afraid I don't know how. 'Cause it's a possibility that